Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video, and today we will be hashing out the rule set for Season 2 of the CCSL, making a couple of announcements based off of what you can expect, as well as revealing the start date of the CCSL and where you're going to find that as Season 2 gets underway. So the first thing that I want to note is if you have not checked out the roster, I do have videos revealing the specifics for each character, so you can feel free to go back and check those out, as they are here just the last 2 weeks. We've been going over those characters, both returning characters and brand new characters. So as a refresher, the way that this season is going to work is there are 8 combatants in every single division. So 8 combatants from the Obsidian League, 8 combatants from the Azure League, the Cardinal League, the Ivory League, and so on. And each of those combatants have their own home stage and home theme selected based off of the games that they originate from, with really the only exception being Rob, because he does not have his own game. But we found something that works really well for him to allow him to be a standalone competitor this season. So we are excited to see each of those opponents as they take their matches on at home and away. Now, in terms of the rule sets that you need to keep in mind for Season 2 of the CCSL, these matches will be played on 7-minute timers, and very seldomly, well, there wasn't a single match from Season 1 that ended up going to timer. So that will be pretty easy or good to see. It will be played with no items, no final smashes, neither the balls nor the meters, nothing of that popping up at all during the course of the battle. Just a good old-fashioned one-on-one fight. And to keep things fair, we are also not doing any standard stages. They will all be from the Omega variety. That keeps things constant, that keeps things consistent, and it allows us to track the combatants' progress over the course of the season without any uncertainty or any match-to-match variance, which will be good for keeping score of keeping track of the consistency throughout. Now, in terms of the season, the way that that is going to work is combatants from the same conference will play every other team member from their conference a total of 3 times. So, for example, all of the Obsidian combatants will play each other and the combatants from the Azure division 3 times, and the same will go for the Cardinal and Ivory division members. In terms of inter-conference play, there will be 1 match played between each character from the opposing conference. So the Obsidian combatants will play each of the Cardinal and Ivory combatants just 1 time, and we will stagger that so each opponent has the same amount of home and away games when compared with the other members of their conference. So those are the biggest things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to the regular season. We will be tracking each combatant's performance over the course of the season, and that will play into the postseason tournament bracket. Now, the way that that works is it is based off of your conference, not your division. So we will see a total of 8 combatants from each conference playing into the end of season tournament. So if the Ivory division as a whole does better than the Cardinal division, then they will see more combatants entering the postseason tournament. Seeding for that tournament will be based off of the overall record. Tie breaks will favor the matchups within your own conference, and if a further tie break is needed, it will go into the individual match statistics, comparing how the different combatants have done against the other combatants that are in the running for that postseason seeding. Combatants who do not make it into the postseason tournament may very well find themselves on the outs for Season 3 and subsequent seasons. Now, we will eventually have returning characters, though they may switch the divisions that they participate in, but that will be based off of off-season drafts and other factors in terms of how they will fall back in and be accepted back around. Now, as I mentioned, this will be a series that takes place on my Twitch channel, and this will be the first big series that we end up doing on Twitch. You should expect to see streams of the CCSL and their matchups taking place on Fridays. And it will be a good portion of the day. I'll take some time to keep track of the matches in real time, interact with those of you that stop by for that. And you may even have a say in what matchups you get to see next, though we will have to stagger those matchups to make sure that we have an equal distribution during the course of those streams. And the first set of matchups for the second season of the CCSL will not be this Friday, but the next Friday. So we will start doing those streams on Friday, May 8th, and I anticipate to start those around 6:30 or 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So take that into consideration as you look for those streams, as they'll be taking place on Fridays. Now, I will be doing other Twitch streams periodically. I hope to be able to stream 3 times a week, but the big CCSL streams will be dedicated to Friday specifically. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and be sure to tune into that series over on Twitch as it gets underway. So that's the biggest thing that I needed to go over today in terms of how the CCSL is going to work going forward. So let me know which combatants you are rooting for in the comments down below. Feel free to leave a like on this video if you are enjoying, or if you're excited. Feel free to leave a like on this video if you're excited for the format of this league. And we will see you tomorrow with a new video, and next Friday over on Twitch for the start of the second season of the CCSL. Thanks for watching, and you have yourself a great rest of your day.